And we're back with threading your machine. Okay, so the most important part that I always find my students struggle with is getting their bobbin thread from the bottom, firstly into its enclosure, and then to get it to come out of that little hole over there in your throat plate or needle plate. So this is a front-loading bobbin, and a lot of machines come with these. Many, in fact, a lot of industrial machines will have similar type of mechanism. And how you're going to put your bobbin thread in after you've threaded it, of course, is you're going to put it in so that when you pull the thread like this, the little bobbin is going to turn in a clockwise direction. So I'm going to put it into the bobbin like that, bobbin housing, and you'll see there's a little cutout in the metal over here, and I'm going to slide the thread in there, and then I'm going to slide it from that position all the way underneath this little metal plate until it comes out into that little gap there, and you'll hear a tiny click. Okay, right, so now you'll see if I hold the thread by itself like this, the bobbin is not going to just roll off. That means that the tension is actually correct. Okay, so this little plate here is keeping the thread under a nice even amount of tension. If it rolls down very slowly, that's also good, but for now, if your machine is set so that if you hold it like this, it stays pretty stationary, that's also good. And how are you going to put it in? This little arm can only go in one place, so there's usually a cutout in the mechanism there where this little arm is going to go perfectly. Okay, and the only way that you're going to get this in is if you hold this little lever with your hand like that. Okay, and I'm going to put it in with the little arm at the top. It's the only way that it can go. I'm going to push it in all the way. The thread is just going to hang like that. I'm just going to trim it. And so how we get the bottom thread to come up out of the hole where we want it to come out of, we're going to hold our top thread with our left hand index finger, and you're going to turn your hand wheel towards you, one full revolution. And how you know that you've done it correctly, you'll see your thread uptake lever go from the maximum position down and back up to the top position. So keep a lookout for the orange thread. There it is. It's going to form a loop now with the bottom thread, and there's my top position of my thread uptake lever. And you'll notice, if I take off the presser foot, you'll notice I've created a stitch. That is what's happening when we create a stitch. My bottom thread and my top thread are forming two loops that get hooked around each other, and that's basically how my bottom thread is coming up to the top. Okay, right, now we're done. Our machine is basically ready to go.